ranked, and they're actually the two teams that are ranked highest in the Big Ten, in Michigan State and Oregon. Those are the two teams they've fallen to.
Yeah, and the fact that we talked to Jake Diebler before the game, and you know, he's pleased with the fact that his team gets in those positions to win those games, but they've got to turn the corner and close out games better.
So after 3 consecutive losses to start out December, Wisconsin comes in hot with those 5 consecutive wins. Now ranked at 24. Steven Crowl going to work. That's a good look for him. That's what they want.
Oh, yeah, and the fact that Ohio State is not going to double Steven Crowl, he knows he can take his time.
Jake Diebler telling us today he likes the way they're moving the ball on offense, just having too many empty possessions with the turnovers. Greg Gard, season number 10 here at Wisconsin. A lot of returning players here for the Badgers. John Tonje, who wears number 9, he is the transfer seeing the most minutes coming in from Missouri after 4 years at Colorado State. Winter took an extra step, so a travel aside here in the early going.
Yeah, both teams trying to warm up a little bit. You referenced the single-digit temperatures outside. It's frigid outside, but they're trying to get going here.
Jake Diebler, last time this team was here, and that was mid-February last year, is the last time he was an assistant for the Buckeyes. They made a coaching change, and another turnover here. Made a coaching change within hours after that game. He was interim head coach for a while, and shortly after the season ended, or pretty much right away, they named him the permanent head coach.
And I think they made the right decision. This is a guy that's got coaching in his blood. His dad was a coach. He's been a resident of the state of Ohio. He understands what it means to represent the Buckeyes.
Ball knocked away there. Stays here with Wisconsin, 18 to shoot. Jake Diebler telling us here this morning at the shoot-around, we haven't been out-toughed. We haven't been out-hustled. Just need to make better decisions down the stretch.
Yeah, and it can be frustrating, right? Because you put yourself in position to win the game against Michigan State, against Oregon, and they come up short.
Klesmit, after missing the last game, misfires on his first 3. Has not been shooting as well as he had last year. They'd love to get that shooting back here at some point as January becomes February.
Yeah, and he's got to get that ankle healed up. He's playing tonight. I'm sure he's not 100%, but he's a gamer.
Boy, that's some good movement there for the Buckeyes. And Stewart with the first 2.
Yeah, that's Stewart and Devin Royal have really developed a nice chemistry with one another. You'll see several pocket passes for easy dunks or layups.
The offense has been a strength for Wisconsin. They come in averaging 83 points per game. That's the best in 55 seasons in Madison.
Oh yeah, this is not your Bo Ryan's Wisconsin Badgers. They like to get it up and score and get to the free throw line.
Shot clock to 3. Tonje, they're 0 for 2 from deep to get started. Still looking for that first basket.
Well, watch Mobley in this situation because he can let loose very quickly.
Royal only 4 points in the last game. Can't connect on the 3. And here comes Blackwell, been so much better his sophomore season compared to the first, and he'll go to the line.
Deadly from the free throw line.
Don't want to be a part of any hexing here, but I got to share this relevant information.
Tonje had a 21 for 22 free throw performance in their win here against Arizona. So that's just an example of how well these guys take advantage of those opportunities.
Mobley with the ball. He's really the one true freshman for the Buckeyes, seeing significant minutes and most of the time playing pretty well.
Yeah, and he's a young man that now he's on people's scouting reports, so those jumpers don't come as easy.
It's a good look for Parrish, and over the back goes the 7-footer Aaron Bradshaw, who was just checked in, played at Kentucky his freshman season.
Due to time constraints, we now move ahead in the action.
Klesmit 87% from the line, missed the last game with an ankle injury. His shooting, which was a strength coming into the year, is in one of those stages where it's hit a dip, and they're waiting to get it back.
I think it'll come back, similar to what it did last year down the stretch. He really caught fire at the end of the regular season and into the Big Ten Conference Tournament.
Devin Royal open initially, opts for the tough shot. Buckeyes get a new 20. Mobley. Oh, the freshman can score well.
Yes, he can. I think he wanted a foul there as well. Thought there was some contact. But first time around the Big Ten, traditionally, you won't get a look. I mean, you won't get that line. No unnecessary foul.
121 starts he is celebrating here tonight.
Yeah, and it's great to see these guys. Hey, I'm all for player movement, player freedom. You know, I'm for that. But I'm also happy when guys stay like Steven Crowell has, because, you know, selfishly, we get to know these guys.
Right.
We know them as people. We enjoy when they have success.
Royal went down on the way to the basket.
I'm surprised. I thought after coming off of such a tough loss at home against Oregon, I thought Ohio State would start a little bit more crisp handling the basketball, and that has not been the case.
Crowell with a chance to go one-on-one here. Patience, and 2 more.
Well, Steven Crowell, he's going to put you in the torture chamber. If you don't come and help, it's going to be tough to stop him.
Ohio State with the stat line they did not want at this point. 6 turnovers and only 6 field goals so far. Patience on that end does not lead to 2. Royal with the bucket and the foul. Mr. Basketball in the state of Ohio in 2023 increased his points per game by 10, and he has 5 tonight.
He's super talented. Undersized 4, but can do a lot of different things on that floor.
Crowd wide open. Somehow gets to Gilmore. Blackwell kept it alive in a new 20.
There were 2 Badgers underneath, and there were 4 Buckeyes. And one of the Badgers came away with the basketball. It can't happen.
So he stays stuck on 9 points. Buckeyes just got a 3-point play. See if they can get on a little run here as we approach the 5-minute mark in a first half that has been controlled in every way by Wisconsin so far.
Boy, John Tonje is being extremely aggressive with Micah Parrish. Surprised Micah's kind of not accepting the challenge right now.
Royal traveled again.
So Nolan Winter, John Tonje will look to be much more aggressive here in this possession.
Badgers have made exactly half their shots in the 5-game win streak, and they're just under 50% here tonight. McGee, there's Tonje. And a foul called underneath. See if that goes against Mahaffey.
Very accomplished player that started his career at Ohio State, went to South Carolina, was all SEC and came back. He's out right now for personal reasons, and I think his ability to handle the basketball, to score, to defend is sorely missed right now from the Buckeyes standpoint in terms of their depth in the backcourt.
Meanwhile, Wisconsin flexing one of their muscles here in the free throw line, coming in shooting 85% to lead the nation. Right now, they're a little better at 9 out of 10.
Three-man weave action. See Ohio State do this to try to free up their guards and get them off the ball.
Offensive foul called against the Buckeyes.
Well, Devin Royal missed something there on the call because Diebler was all over him. Guys just having mental mistakes here. Kind of surprised to see that this juncture of the season. 7th Big Ten game right now. You got to be locked in.
McGee coming off a career best 15 points. Tonje to the lane, back to McGee. Went down, no foul. New 20 for the Badgers. Rebound to Winter. He's double teamed. Gilmore, deep 3, nails it.
Man, if Carter Gilmore is hitting threes for Wisconsin, it's going to be a long night for Ohio State.
He's made 4 of his last 5 3-pointers on a nice little run. Royal to the lane, and he draws the foul. Snapshot of what's happening or what's not happening for the Buckeyes on that end.
Yeah, I think the Badgers doing a fantastic job of limiting the penetration of the Buckeyes. They've really done a good job of keeping them out of the paint for the most part. Kamari McGee, he's got a size advantage. Ooh, good catch there by Micah Parrish. Almost another turnover.
Badgers enjoying quite an advantage at the free throw line. Ohio State's 1 for 1, while Wisconsin's 9 out of 10. 7 to shoot. Parrish behind the back, little pull up. Pretty right there.
That was nice. I didn't think he was going to get his feet set that time, but he got it last second. elevates nicely. And can the Buckeyes build off of this? Because they've had zero momentum in this first half.
37 starts the last couple of years at San Diego State. Quick crossover there for Thornton. Shut down there by Gilmore. Man who had 20 points in the last game, stuck on 2 right now. Inside to Royal. Good spin move. Back-to-back possessions with buckets for Ohio State.
Buckeyes realized the mismatch. McGee was trying to check Devin Royal. Ohio State's got to take advantage of that every time.
They've cut the deficit now back to single digits at 9. Blackwell will check back in for Wisconsin. And that's an open 3. He's 0 for 2 tonight. Ohio State with a board, looking to turn it into more offense. Parrish, hop step. Gilmore with the swat.
Great defensive pursuit that time by Carter Gilmore.
Tonje, he'll go to the line, draws the foul against Royal.
Missed the 3, but he caught it baseline, didn't even look to score, kicked it out. Janicki had a wide open look. He's well traveled, been in a lot of different situations.
Badgers 11 out of 12 from the free throw line, get that lead back to double digits at 11. Ohio State had been chipping away at it.
I watched Tonje. I think he caught a knee to the thigh. Looks like he's a little banged up there.
That's an early 3. Blackwell had the early 9 points for Wisconsin, has been quiet since.
I'm Wisconsin. I go at Royal. Trying not to pick up that next foul. I'd attack off the bounce. I don't know if they realize it.
Lesmith tripped up, turnaround. And here comes Mobley. Royal has those 2 fouls. The scoop inside by Mobley. Blackwell in a hurry. Gets to the lane.
Blackwell took a shot from Mahaffey, inadvertent hit to the eye.
Well, that's a good look inside the crowd.
The guy that is so nice and so humble that Greg Gard has to get after him and make him aggressive. Now. Come on now.
It's been running for a long time.
Oh, it has. It has. And it's quality program. Always has been.
Crowd now in double figures, 10 points. Lead up to 13.
So right now, there's the play right there to get Devin Royal one-on-one. Did not let him get to his strong right hand. Good job by Carter Gilmore.
Blackwell trying to get it inside there to Gilmore. The ball kicked by the Buckeyes. Shot clock will stay at 24.
Fadeaway jumper. That's good defense by the Badgers.
And that's a good cut by Gilmore. Nifty off the glass, too.
Carter Gilmore in his bag here as a senior. I tell you, that's why you want to get old in college basketball, because these seniors get some urgency about their game.
Largest lead now for Wisconsin at 15, just moments after the lead was cut to 9. Inside a minute, Tonje with the steal. And the 2.
Wow. John Tonje is physical as they come. Wing player in the Big Ten.
Points, rebounds, assists, all career best for him in his 6th season and first at Madison. Showing off some defense there. 10 seconds left in the half. Trailing by 17. Thornton, 2 seconds left. Parrish. And a fitting end for Ohio State. He had 30 at the end in a big win where they came back. So these kind of things can happen.
Oh, they certainly can.
See how the second half plays out. You mentioned the free throw line went the way of the Badgers. They'd made 13 out of 14.
To work your way in that paint or get on the offensive glass, but show some effort.
Thornton left open. Good start for his second half.
Good job of, I think that was Sean Stewart that sealed off the defense there, allowing Thornton an open look along the baseline.
Ohio State had cut the lead to 9, and that was doing some work there late in the first half. Badgers went on an 8-0 run late. Winter. Okay, so they get a bucket and a defensive stand. See if Ohio State can build from here.
Buckeyes look a little bit quicker in terms of their pace, initiating their offense. And that increased pace is good. You want that type of energy.
Thornton looking to make it 2 buckets to get started, and that's just what he does.
So you lean on your best player to get you back in the game. Nice job by the Buckeyes getting Bruce Thornton going here early.
Third season at Ohio State, 87th game played, 87th start. Blackwell had those quick 9 points, Stephen, and has been quiet since.
He really has. I'm surprised Stephen Crowd worked his way on this ball screen action to work his way into the paint.
Kind of gave the lane there to Klesmit. He misfires. 4-0 run to start the second half by Ohio State. All 4 points from Thornton. And he draws the foul against Klesmit then. And averaging over 50% shooting for the first time in his career. And he's made 3 out of 5. Get him some more looks. There's another. And that's his first miss of the second half.
He tried to bulldog John Blackwell. John Blackwell's a little bit bigger, a little bit tougher to move. They have to be tentative here to get through the first part of this half.
Talked about how Wisconsin's shooting the 3 well. They made 2 out of 12 in the first half. Now it's 2 out of 13. They've had much more success being patient and getting it inside. Mobley, no look pass inside. Stewart, in and out. 2 players to the floor, no foul. Tonje.
John Stewart's not a big-time scorer, but that was a good look right there. He didn't get it to drop, but I like that action.
Blackwell, well, he's been quiet since early in the first half, but now he's in double figures.
And John Blackwell's playing with great tempo and pace, and once he recognizes he has an advantage, he doesn't hesitate.
Blackwell with 11, Crowd 10, Thornton open. In and out for the second time here.
Thornton got away with a chicken wing there.
The Crowd had it taken away by Parrish. Veteran player, last 2 seasons at San Diego State. Bradshaw check, that is a 3. And he misfires. They continue to struggle from distance. 1 for 8 from beyond the arc are the Buckeyes.
Well, Lou Henson used to say, son, you're open for a reason.
It's not an accident.
It's not an accident.
Crowd left open, winds it up, and the rebound is Stewart.
He's actually favoring the Buckeyes right now, this up and down pace.
Parrish up and under, back out to Thornton. 3, got it. He's got a quick 7 points. Ohio State was down 17 at halftime, slowly making their way back.
Talking about Bruce Thornton coming off a 20-point effort against Oregon. It's tough to be in double figures if you only take 3 attempts in the first half.
Ball knocked away, hustled for it. Stewart has it on the ground. Blackwell tied him up.
Watch John Tonje. He's got the freshman Colin White guarding him. He's going to be uber aggressive here.
You think the 6th-year senior knows that?
Oh, yeah, you know he does. He's calling for it right now. Look at it.
All right, you were the best player in high school in Ohio last year. Good job of defense. Thornton has Stewart on the side. Mobley. Boy, if they could get him going, this would be a different game.
And that was an excellent read by Bruce Thornton, pushing the rock. Knew Mobley was trailing. Good job on the back toss and the clean 3.
Good spin move by Blackwell. Gets it inside. He misfires. Got his own rebound. Tie him up. And the Buckeyes come up with it.
The only difference here is that it looks like Ohio State's a totally different team, but they're playing with some effort. We just didn't see this in the first half. Dallas Maverick great and a Badger great.
Bringing down some of the names of my youth watching Big Ten basketball. Crowell inside, 1-on-1. He's in double figures. And he's got 2 more.
Yeah, he's just not going to be able to stop him. If Sean Stewart can't get some assistance, he doesn't have the weight nor the height to keep Crowell from where he wants to go.
Ohio State had scored the last 6 points, Stephen. Wisconsin stops the bleeding. White back up top. Ohio State shooting the ball from distance much better. They made 2 out of 3 threes here in this second half. Thornton left open. Well, he's had 3 balls go in and out already in the second half.
Yeah, but he's got to be aggressive like that. I'm okay with that look. Stephen Crowell fell off just enough for him to get it off.
Blackwell joins Crowell in double figures. He's got 11 points. Quick moves. Nice defense there by Stewart.
Great job of staying down, not going for the head fake.
Stewart, 1 year at Duke, first year at Ohio State. Mobley just hit a three. Good look to Mahaffey, and he's got 2 more.
Boy, I tell you what, it looked like Carter Gilmore really came out last second on Mobley. He made an excellent decision.
Badgers led by 17 at halftime. Lead is now 9. McGee was a flat three, no good, and a foul against Crowell. He's the leading scorer in this game with 12. And has been a real force inside, especially offensively, when they found that one-on-one.
No doubt about it. And I think Greg Gard is going to give him a break. But
so Bruce Thornton checks out. He's been the real offensive spark for the Buckeyes here to get this second half started. Mobley hit a three. That's from way out, and that goes in and out.
They look improbable when they leave his hands, but he's such a good shooter with so much confidence. That thing almost dropped.
Carter Gilmore had a nice little stretch there of offense and defense in the first half. McGee knocks down a three.
Mari McGee shooting 55% from 3 this season. Continues his hot hand.
Incredible. Inside to Mahaffey, nice look. You know, McGee was a 21% three-point shooter his first 2 years. Now making over half.
Yep. He's taking better shots. He's getting more playing time.
Winner working inside. Had it blocked from behind by Mahaffey, but a foul called against Ohio State.
0 of 2 from 3 on the night.
Got used to the Big Ten a bit. 11 points, 6 boards here this year.
Oh, no. And, you know, you could see it was going to come. It's just a matter of time. His body's got to fill out a little bit. His dad, Trevor, was an outstanding player at Minnesota, and his mom was an outstanding volleyball player. So those genes are going to kick in at some point. They're starting to kick in this season for sure.
Boy, Thornton didn't stay on the bench for too long. Down to 10 to shoot.
That's Curly Neal impression right there, going to the floor, keeping the balance.
2 to shoot. Tough shot. Short. And in fact, only 1 time they earned a free throw.
And make something happen.
Ivan Njegovan, his first points of the evening here after the offensive rebound. Badger lead is 11. Oh my goodness! John Tonje. Whoa!
Ooh, that's bitter beer face material right there. Goodness gracious.
Colin White could not answer. Everybody in the Kohl Center had the same reaction.
Oh, man.
Bruce Thornton, foot on the line, that's 2.
Colin White getting baptized into the Big Ten by John Tonje. His eyes getting big as saucers when he gets the basketball against his freshman.
Oh, what a block there.
Good defense that time.
Njegovan after going to the free throw line with the D. Thornton all the way in.
Njegovan setting the pick there, allowing Thornton to get all the way downhill.
They've already scored 20 in the second half.
Yeah, they've gotten it going, and led by their best player, Bruce Thornton, who's been super aggressive, and he needs to lead the way. His teammates trying to pick it up.
Wes Glover in, running at point guard. Foul away from the ball against John Blackwell, trying to guard Thornton, who has been much better scoring here in the second half after he had 2 points in the first.
Yeah, well, he's a capable scorer, and I think he was deferring too much in the first half. And watch John Blackwell here kind of mug him a little bit, get his money's worth on that foul.
First foul against Blackwell. Parrish, lead down to 9. The Buckeyes had it here late in the first half, up and under. Rebound, and what a spark Ivan Njegovan has given them. 7'1" freshman from Croatia on both sides. And this is as close as Ohio State has been since early in the first half. Blackwell, well off, and the rebound to Royal.
Dude, that was off as soon as he let that one go. just kind of a force because he hadn't had some success here in the second half yet.
Deep ball would cut the lead to 4. This would do it. And here come the Buckeyes.
Buckeyes showing some life here.
It's something we didn't see a lot of in that first half.
No, they weren't feeling good about themselves because they couldn't get much to go offensively. And hard to maintain your intensity when the balls aren't falling.
Closest the game has been since it was 5-2 in the early moments. Blackwell hesitates and scores.
Well, that's a tough move. John Blackwell is so strong. When he gets in that lane, stop, start, hezzy, playing off 2 feet. Look at that hesitation. Has Parrish off balance, up fake, powers through the defense, takes the hit. That's weight room.
That was a scorer's score there.
Yes, yes. And the thing is, John Blackwell, he's not crazy fast. He doesn't jump really high, but he's strong, he's confident, and he's skilled. He knows where he needs to get to on the floor.
Badgers have made 16 out of 17 free throws. Ohio State just 2 out of 3.
See the ball screen action coming from Thornton.
Tried to get through it, kicks it out to Parrish. 8 to shoot. Thornton fouled by McGee.
Greg Gard is not going to be happy about that. Wisconsin historically does not foul much. They do not make those types of mistakes. And so Greg Gard a little bit beside himself right now. But one of his veterans going for a steal, not getting it.
So, Stephen, I mentioned that Wisconsin right now is enjoying such an advantage at the free throw line. They've made 16, Ohio State only a couple. Buckeyes now have a chance to work their way back in on that end because they'll be shooting fouls now with every single foul for the rest of the game. And Thornton at the line right now, an 83% shooter from the stripe.
And the thing is, obviously things move smoother when you're hitting shots, but Ohio State's getting downhill. They're putting more pressure on the Badgers. They're not settling for jump shots like we saw in the first half. So it's a tale of 2 teams right now with Ohio State and the way that they're playing here.
Tale of 2 halves for the top scorer. Bruce Thornton, look at what he did in the first, not a lot. And he came out aggressive and making buckets here in this second half. Double figures in the second half alone. And Wisconsin's lead is only 5. Inside, well, that is pretty by McGee. Little give and go.
That is a beautiful play. You bring Stephen Crowell up to around the mid-post range, you hit him, and you cut off it hard. Kamari McGee gets the easiest bucket for the Badgers here in the second half.
Good assist, Wisconsin in that area, most in 30 years for their average. And Stewart responds off the glass.
I'll tell you what, Sean Stewart, he's limited offensively, but I like his game. He doesn't try to do something he can't do. Stays within himself.
Sophomore, first year at Ohio State after spending his freshman season at Duke. Diving save attempted there by Gilmore, and the Buckeyes come up with it. Eyes up for Thornton.
They hustle, they have numbers.
Boy, Parrish had the 3, lost control, flipped it up. Blackwell, he has Klesmit on the side. Keeps it himself, swatted! And a whistle called just before that monster block.
Looked like they got John Blackwell with the charge. So Bruce Thornton doing a great job of getting in front, taking the hit, taking the charge.
They don't get that call much on defense these days.
No, they don't. But he was set up beautifully, clearly outside the restricted area. Bruce Thornton, remember I called him Rodney Dangerfield because he doesn't get enough respect. Really starting to get into his bag here in the second half and bring the Buckeyes back into this game.
Blackwell leading scorer for Wisconsin right now with 14. That was only his 2nd foul. This would cut it to 3, and the rejection from Crowell.
Good defense by Stephen Crowell.
And he's got those 3 fouls. Mobley to the bucket. Knocked away, 5 seconds to shoot here for Ohio State.
This is going to be a grind like never before in the Big Ten, not just because they added 4 more teams,
Only had 5 to shoot. Royal couldn't get it to go. And Klesmit with a rebound.
But the quality of the teams that have been added to the league are really good. And the travel aspect, you throw that in as well. Just a daunting task to become the Big Ten regular season champion this season.
If you're just joining us, Ohio State trailed by 17 at halftime, but they've outscored the Badgers by 12 here in this second half. Shooting it better and taking care of it better. 2 seconds to shoot. Klesmit knocks down a 3.
Well, Max Klesmit only needs 1 to go before he can get hot again. It's a great sign for the Badgers.
Royal almost with another turnover, had 4 in the first half. Thornton has been the man offensively for the Buckeyes since halftime. Still time here with a dozen to shoot.
Oh, really hard hedge by Steven Crowell.
Good kick to Parrish. 3 seconds on the clock. Knocks down a 3.
Parrish had a catch and shoot look. Then he put it on the deck. I thought he was going to drive. Goes back into his jumper and his money.
Lead back to 5. That's as close. They had it down to 4. Right away went to work chipping away at that lead after the halftime break. Klesmit just hit a 3. And getting it inside draws the foul against Stewart.
Getting into the paint area.
Crowell, 3 fouls in double figures. Klesmit just hit a 3-pointer. And he's fouled by the freshman Mobley. A couple more to give for Ohio State before the Badgers go back to the line.
Yeah, Mobley doesn't like the call, but Keith Trimble right there on the spot. You know, I want to take this opportunity. One of the officials, Earl Walton, his mother, Elizabeth Walton, turns 88 on Sunday. So happy birthday, Elizabeth Walton. 88 years young.
88, you deserve a shout out for sure.
That's right. That's right.
Well done.
Earl Walton, one of the better officials in our game, and I always enjoy seeing him, and everybody loves Mom.
That's right. Badgers now 10 to shoot. And a foul called well away from the basket again against Ohio State. That one goes against Parrish. That's his second.
Micah Parrish, I mean, he's gotten on the glass with 6 rebounds, but only 2 of 11 from the field, 1 of 5 from 3. And expect your veterans to step up on the road. He struggled here offensively tonight.
Well, you can tell the focus right now is get it to Crowell. He's got 1-on-1 in the lane, and he wins.
I love that. Wisconsin lifted the weak side, so the defense, if they're coming to double team, they have to come a long way. Nice set.
Lead back to 7. Ball off at Gilmore. 19 to shoot for the Buckeyes. Crowell 14 points to go along with 16 rebounds in the 5-game winning streak. He's averaging 16. That was a great fake one way and the pretty hook the other.
Yeah, look where the defense is. They just cannot get there in time to help at all.
Thornton, after that really nice start, Stephen, has been quiet in the second half. It's like he heard me right there.
He did.
He knew it.
He did. The way the Buckeyes have played has really nullified this Kohl Center crowd. They've been quiet for most of this half here.
14-15, or Thornton has 15 points in this second half alone. Lead back to 3, or back to 5. Tonje forced it in there and forced his way to the free throw line. He's 4 out of 4. Make it 5 for 5, and no surprise as he came into the game, make it 93%. Greg Gard telling us that during meetings he's really setting a good example, one that he didn't know that he would set. He's got a notebook that's just getting bigger and fatter as the season goes on. He said he takes more notes than any player on this team.
Yeah, and Coach Gard also said he's probably writing down all of Greg Gard's bad jokes. That's part of the pregame routine.
I didn't confirm that when you said it. I just nodded my head. Lead pushed back to 7.
Well, Mobley wants some high ball screen action to free himself to do this.
And he got himself open. Got the shot he wanted. How about the boost they've gotten inside from Ivan Yogevin.
Tell you what, Yogevin is earning himself some playing time moving forward. Pressed into action due to the foul trouble on the front line. He's been really good.
Tonje draws another foul. He's got 5 points, 5 rebounds. Tonje hits the first. Well, the arc of his scoring career, really impressive. You go back to his freshman season, Stephen, at Colorado State, averaged 3 points. Sophomore season, 6. All the way up to 14 by the 4th season. Went to Missouri last year. Injuries really cut that season short. Comes in the 6th leading scorer in the Big Ten now and hits both free throws again.
This is what high-level teams do. They manufacture points down the stretch when they're being challenged. Wisconsin doing a good job right now of holding the Buckeyes off.
The Royal draws the foul against Carter Gilmore. Down 7, 4.5 to play. 1-1 here. Gets the roll.
Good job by Devin. You want to convert these, and then it looks like Ohio State's going to give the Badgers a different look defensively. I see Bruce Thornton talking to Micah Parrish, giving out instructions.
Royal makes them both.
First time tonight, 3/4 court pressure by the Buckeyes.
Down 5. Keep an eye on the rebounding down the stretch here, Stephen. In the 5-game win streak for Wisconsin, they've out-rebounded every opponent. Tonje for 3. Shy of 3 points from the corner.
And the first time that the Buckeyes try to go zone defense, that's way too easy. Just a throw over the top to Tonje in the corner and a clutch 3.
18 points, right on his average. Thornton almost threw it away. Parrish, pull up. And there's a rebound to Tonje.
Boy, Devin Royal looked like he got away with an offensive foul there on Tonje. No call.
Wisconsin has made the last 5. Tonje has the Badgers' last 7 points.
Guess where the Badgers are going to go this time.
There it is. 6-year senior for 3. Royal with the rebound.
Thought he was going to try the attack. He's been so good getting downhill. Let the defense off the hook on that contested 3.
As we approach the 3-minute mark and down 8, Ohio State needs to cash in on these late possessions. Five to shoot. The freshman Mobley up top. Royal, 3. And Crowell with another rebound.
Well, that's an excellent defensive possession by the Badgers. Keeping the Buckeyes out of the paint, forcing them into a contested look and shot clock, under shot clock duress.
Ohio State was down 17 to start the half. They've been as close as 4. 2 to shoot. Blackwell and a rebound to Royal, who's been stepping up on the glass. Down 8. Thornton draws the foul just as it was swatted away by Gilmore. Take a look at what he's done in the second half. Has looked the part of their best player after a slow first half. He makes the first.
Will we see 3/4 court pressure back into a zone again for Ohio State?
Thornton hits them both. There it is.
Yep. Uh-oh, Blackwell.
They get the timeout. Wisconsin has seen that lead get smaller as the second half has gone on. Ohio State has been within 4. Right now they trail by 6 as we approach the 2-minute mark.
Know where Wisconsin's going. John Tonje will probably get his number called here.
8 to shoot. Klesmit. There he is. Quick first step. Lost it. 3 seconds to shoot. Wrapped up. Back to the Buckeyes. Inside of 2 minutes and down 6. Got to go to work.
you're trying to close a double-digit deficit. It may not look pretty, but Ohio State's putting themselves in a really good position here.
They had ranked Michigan State and Oregon down to the wire. Mobley, strong move inside, and he goes to the line. The freshman showing some real conviction there.
Yeah, it looked like they called Mobley's number. They got him one-on-one at the top of the key against Max Klesmit, and they like the matchup. He gets downhill and draws the contact. You know, Mobley is deadly from the line. 89%.
Yeah, 35 out of 39, make it 36 out of 40 for the true freshman. Both teams have been terrific from the line. They've each only missed one time tonight.
A really good job of converting those opportunities. If you're, oh wow, big miss for Ohio State.
Lead stays at 5.
John Blackwell has been content to let others do the damage. I have a feeling this might be a possession where he's going to look to score.
Big 10 seconds here. 8 to shoot. Boy, that's a tough 3. And what a rebound, but taken away by Thornton. 1:10 left and down 5. Inside to Royal. Boy, a lot of contact, no call. Easy bucket. 3-point game.
You know what? The officials have been consistent with that all game long. I know the home crowd doesn't like that, but Keith Trimble was right there on the baseline.
Closest Ohio State has been here in this half, trailing by 3. Shot clock now down to 10 seconds. Blackwell, Crowell, 5 to shoot. 3-pointer. Well short. Comes back to Ohio State. 26 seconds left and down 3. But Jake Diebler said, I love our physicality. I love our effort. We just have to be more detail-oriented down the stretch. Here's the perfect example. Down 3. 24 seconds left. Mobley. 3 to tie. They are looking for that 3. Parrish takes it all the way in. Okay, now they're down 1. A foul sends him to the line for 1 and 1, not the automatic 2 yet. 84% for the year, hasn't missed there tonight. Well short, and a rebound back to the Badgers. McGee, 80% free throw shooter. That was his first attempt tonight, puts him up 2. Ends a scoring drought of just over 4 minutes for Wisconsin.
Blackwell, 83% free throw shooter. I mean, kind of surprised. That first attempt had 0 chance.
Gilmore checks in, Crowell out. Again, Ohio State, no timeouts left.
Now, I want to remind the Ohio State viewers here, Pitt had a similar play at the end of the game that forced an overtime at Ohio State. If McGee makes this, watch Mobley on the trail. So Bruce Thornton will bring it up. Watch John Mobley coming behind him for a 3-point look. Pitt ran this same play and won a game in overtime at Columbus earlier this year.
Let's see if Wisconsin chooses to go with a foul here. Need a 3 to tie. And there's the foul.
Tackled it.
Well, that was automatic 2 with the bonus. 8th game this season with at least 20 points. Had 20 over the weekend against Oregon 2. Buckeyes trail by 2. Crowell comes back in.
So Ohio State doesn't have the personnel here for a forced miss. But look at Royal and the way Parrish are lining up. He may try to miss this.
Right down. Down 1. Get it into Tonje, and they get that foul right away.
It's a wise move by Jake Diebler.
Lead back to 2. Diebler has seen his Buckeyes come close to ranked teams in their last 2 losses, Michigan State and Oregon. right there in it at the end with number 24 Wisconsin right now. Tonje is 10 for 10 from the stripe. Lead is back to 3. 7 seconds left.
So Mobley can run the baseline here.
Mobley, true freshman, and he got fouled. They have it at 3.7 right now. We'll see if they add any time back. So Mobley came into the game, and this is a true freshman, just inside of 90%. 1 for 2 tonight. He gets 2 here. Brings him to within 2. Crowell back into the game. And McGarry checks out. McGee checks out as they want the rebounding prowess inside. Mobley makes it a 1-point game.
Watch John Tonje again. Let's see, they've got Ohio State has John Mobley Jr. guarding Tonje. Okay, now they switched it. Colin White is 6'6", 205. Can bang with Tonje a little bit better.
Busby can run the baseline. There he goes. Get it inside. Blackwell takes off. Crowell by himself. And they did get the foul. 2-point lead. A 3 to win. There's the pass. Royal with a shot. Not going to get there. Oh, he was out of bounds. They whistled him out of bounds. The clock shows no time. 0.5 seconds left.
I tell you what, that was a heck of a play by Ohio State. I know Royal's out of bounds, but he catches this an inch closer. He gets a decent look at a 3.
Half a second left. They just got to touch it, and that'll do it. What a struggle at the end for Wisconsin as Ohio State battled almost all the way back from down 17 at halftime.
Well, I mean, it was not just the last couple minutes. It was the other stuff, and that, you know, we allowed them to get comfortable, specifically Mobley and specifically Thornton at the start of the second half. And obviously they're a good team. They're going to make a run. I didn't think we did some great things offensively. You know, we missed some shots. We didn't finish around the rim, turn the ball over, all the things you do to lose games and lose leads. But I'm proud of the guys, how they executed down the stretch. We haven't been in a lot of those foul up 3. We were trying to intentionally miss that last free throw when we were up 1 with them not having any timeouts. So, you know, we made it a lot harder than it needed to be. But credit Ohio State for they played much better the second half.